Okay. How effective is Google AdWords? Google AdWords is one of those funny things where basically you've got to, so a lot of people make the mistake of they just do very basic Google AdWords. So they have their website, which is probably optimized for search engine optimization, and then they also have, and what they do is they just run up a basic ad and they throw their base. So for example, if you're a personal injury attorney, what ends up happening is you create an ad where you're targeting a lot of different keywords that target personal injury, and then so what typically happens is they throw up an ad that has a lot of different keywords that target personal injury, and they'll throw it to the homepage. And so they'll do car accident, personal injury, and slip and fall, and everything just goes to the homepage. And the problem with that is that the way Google works is Google is looking for the best possible result for the searcher. So if you can make a page, if you can make sure that every page that you have is specific to the user's search query, then you're going to get a lot closer to satisfying that, and your quality score is going to go up. And when your quality score goes up, your cost per click goes down. Now, the other thing about that, now here's the other problem though. A lot of times, a lot of times if you have like a website, you'll send them to your car accident page if you're trying to get car accident cases. Now, the problem with that, especially with our sites, is that when we build a website, there's three things that you take into consideration when you're building any website. There, first of all, is basically the design element, how the website looks, how people, basically the lawyer's personal design, different things like that. Everyone has different tastes, so we always have to keep that in consideration. Then the second thing, and I call it a tripod because there's three things. The second thing is the actual design, or the actual search engine optimization. How are we going to make this website perform in a way that Google loves it? The third thing is conversion rate optimization. That means how are we going to get people, when they get on this website, how are we going to compel them to pick up the phone and book a consultation or fill out the contact form? Now, the problem is that all three of these elements are in direct competition with one another. If you make a website that looks absolutely amazing, it will perform horribly in Google and nobody will call. Because I don't know if have you ever seen website sliders, where it's the website, the picture changes, then the picture changes, then the picture changes. We call them conversion killers, because although they look nice, they've got these really nice, beautiful pictures, they don't work. They just absolutely destroy your conversions. So basically, one thing you want to make sure is that you want to make sure that your landing pages on Google AdWords are only designed for conversion and design, which is nice because you can get rid of that search engine optimization element, because there's a lot of search engine optimization elements that just absolutely destroy conversion rates. So what you need to do with Google AdWords is you need to create dedicated landing pages for your Google AdWords. And there's also a strategy that we use that most people don't use because it's a ton of work, but it's called SKAG, S-K-A-G. And what that stands for is Single Keyword Ad Group. And basically what that means is you're doing a lot of work for a single keyword. So if your keyword is personal injury lawyer, you're going to create a dedicated landing page that is dedicated only to personal injury lawyer, and not attorney, not law firm, not lawyers plural. And then you're also going to have a single keyword ad group that basically the ad group on Google only focuses on this one keyword. And the reason that we do this is because when you do that, you can have an ad group that's highly dedicated to a topic, and it goes to a landing page that's highly targeted to that topic as well. And what that allows you to do is that allows you to get a really high quality score, and it allows you to match the searcher's query really well, and it keeps your cost down. It's a lot of work, but it's the best way. So when you take strategies like that, Google AdWords can be very effective, because your costs aren't through the roof. I mean, we have a construction accident attorney who, last time I checked, it's like $350 for construction accident keywords in New York. It's unbelievable how expensive it is. So when you take extra steps like that, when you actually aren't lazy about it, which is the problem, a lot of people are lazy about it, you can get really good results with AdWords. The other problem I have with AdWords, which I hate, is that you get a lot of marketing phone calls that way. because everybody looks at, they're trying to get, marketers are trying to get personal injury attorneys. So they say, okay, I know these guys are spending $150 a click, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on their ads, and then I'm going to go and call them. And, we see a lot of that also. So I try to avoid AdWords. But when we need AdWords to get clients for some of our clients, if we have a campaign that's not going right, or if it's a client that just started with us and we need to supplement to get them some leads, we'll do AdWords sometimes, and it works pretty well. So to answer your that's a very long way of saying that if you do AdWords correctly, they're effective. If not, probably gonna waste a lot of money.